tell me I'm wrong.
Hey everyone, Joe here, week 111, I believe, on GenderQueerChat. And I made a video this morning while I was walking on my brand new treadmill, which is over there. Okay, so today's topic, anyway, I made a video this morning, but I've had like a grueling kind of hyper emotional day, so I thought I'd just make another one. Because I really didn't have anything to say this morning. I hadn't thought about it properly. The topic this week was your future, 10 years into the future, which interestingly, it's similar to a Training Star topic this week, which is I think 3 years into the future. But this topic is much more personal, how you see yourself in 10 years time. So as you might know, I'm 38 years old, which means in 2021, I will be 48 years old. I will be 2 years shy of 50, which kind of blows my mind. But that's okay. I like getting older. I really genuinely do like getting older. So I'm looking forward to aging. Actually, my best friend who died in 2007 was 56 or 57 when she died. And she was the one that told me. I met her when I was 19 and she was 40. She had just turned 40. So by the time her 50s rolled around, Stanley, come on up. Oh, he's noisy. When I got into my 30s, I remember I had a balloon and a party hat on my 30th birthday. I was so happy to have my 20s behind me. And I remember Angela saying to me, you're going to love your 30s, Joe. Your 30s are awesome. There's only one thing better than your 30s, and that's your 40s. So I've always remembered those words, and I've always thought, yeah, I'm going to enjoy my 40s. I highly suspect I will. Come on, honey. So that being said, Joe at 48, well, number one is I have to be out of the job that I'm in. That job is killing me. I've been in it since I was 30. If I wasted my 30s away here, I could possibly cope with that, but I will not waste my 40s away there either. And you want to say hi, baby? Say hi to everyone? Come here. Oh, who's that? Hi, Stanley. No, you don't want to. Why do I ever think he will? So number one is I have to be out of that job. Number two, I think I would like to have done a lot more traveling. I've had a couple of down years. I haven't traveled much in the last year. Well, this past year because I moved and I'm lacking a cat sitter. I have a cat sitter, but not one that would probably take care of the cats for almost like 3 weeks if I went away. So I just have to arrange that, and I'm going to start traveling some more, big time. I know. Travel, job. I would like to be a bit healthier. I would like to be, I don't want to say lose weight. Again, I mentioned this in my last video, fat activist. I don't believe in losing weight because it's statistically proven that when you set out to lose weight, you will always gain back pretty much twice as much. So dieting is really off the table for me. Lifestyle change or whatever. That's why I got the treadmill, just because I spend a lot of time watching YouTube videos. And if I could just sit and watch a YouTube video, may as well stand and watch a YouTube video and walk. So just feeling a little bit more energetic, less lethargic, moving around a bit more. I would love to get back into dancing. I love dancing. I guess the biggest one is I would like to have more friends. Real life, actual live friends. And I want to use the word intimate, but I don't mean sexually. I just mean I want to have more intimate friendships. People who actually really understand me and get me, and vice versa. I mentioned this in a previous video. I'm a terrible friend. I do take responsibility for that. I've never been... I'm really harshly judgmental. I'm very critical. I tend to be done with people. When I decide I'm done with them, I'm done with them. I don't give people second chances. That is not a character trait I'm proud of. I don't really know how to change that. I work hard on being a better person, trying to be a better person, but it's an uphill battle. It's a struggle. Speaking of which, I did want to mention, especially based on last week's video, which you may want to go back and watch, it was on surgeries. I mentioned briefly about hormones that I had gone off, that I had taken the birth control pill, which I take seasonal, the 3-month pill. I had taken it for 4 months and I was completely disgustingly bloated. So I took the week off, but I kind of lost track of which day I was supposed to start back on again. I'm not really focused. Sorry about the noisy kitty here. So I just actually am taking a month off the pill, which I haven't done in I don't know how long, but I'm hormonal as fuck. I can't even remember the last time I was this hormonal. Now, if you're into astrology, yesterday, which was January 19th was at 4:20 in the afternoon. 4:20. Anyway, was the fat full moon in Cancer, which is to say when the sun is in Capricorn, six signs away is Cancer, and the moon is always full that in the sign opposite to which the sun is in. And a fat full moon in Cancer in January is usually a pretty hard day, and it's actually seeped into today as well. Just hyper emotions. People, I don't know if you noticed, but people are really hyper emotional. When I was bartending, you actually kept track of the moon on the calendar because the Looney Tunes came out on the full moon, the fat full moon. So anyway, I luckily haven't had anybody go crazy on me. My sister did. She had a coworker go crazy on her. Come on, honey. Stanley's going crazy, but that's Stanley for you. I have really been out of sorts. I can't even describe. It's the worst hormonal feeling I've ever had in my life. I'm moody. I'm weepy, and this is like not moody as in like something's wrong. It's just nonsense. It's just weepy about boys, really. Like I'm feeling hormonal, extremely hormonal, and I do not like it one bit. I listen to shitty, sappy country music the whole way from work to work and back again, the last three rides, and I'm an hour each way. Like I don't know if you guys listen to Blue Rodeo, which is a Canadian sort of pseudo country folk band, but Jim Cuddy is the lead singer of the sappy songs. There's another lead singer who sings the rock songs. I just listen to Jim Cuddy. Google this and listen to it on YouTube. Maybe it's called Already Gone, or Till I Am Myself Again, or Try. Yeah, I listened to a bunch of hordes. And then on the way home today, I was listening to When You Say Nothing at All by Keith Whitley. Go ahead, YouTube that one. Have some fun. Yeah, there's an insight into my mind if you're really up for that. But yeah, I'm really feeling mopey, I guess. Like I was like this in my 20s, I remember. I had a lot of boyfriend problems. I was always caught up in the drama of someone else's emotions. Yeah. I had a lot of things to say today, and then I realized, yeah, they're all just whiny full moon nonsense, so never mind. Stanley's tail. Come here, baby. Now, what does this have to do with 48 years? When I'm 48 years old, I hope to God to not be dealing with any of this emotional shite. Theoretically, I will have dealt with my period, good and proper, either through a hysterectomy, although that doesn't cope. I also forgot to mention in last week's video, ovulation is the biggest problem. It's not so much the period. The period's a fucking nightmare as far as grossness is concerned. But the ovulation is the part that affects your mood, right? When you ovulate. And that actually is painful too, and it occurs 2 weeks before you bleed. So back in the day when I did ovulate and did have a period, I was a double whammy. I used to have a horrible ovulation, and then 2 weeks later I'd bleed, and I'm like, what kind of life is this? It's just awful. And as I get older, this is interesting, because my sister and I have very strong opinions about, theories about just as you get older and your body has one last shot at getting pregnant, so to speak. I think this is, you know, the reptilian portion of my brain at work, or the hormones. You know, it's getting, like, sex drive is really strong, and hyper emotional about guys. Like, it's ridiculous. If you knew what was going through my head these last few days, you'd laugh hard at me. You really would. I'm laughing at myself. And I'm actually just laying low, laying in bed. I got a brand new bed. I don't know if you can see it, this silver. I got a new bed. I'm laying under these happy, comfy blankies, just daydreaming about stupid boys and just waiting for it to pass, because I'm laughing at myself. I know it's nonsensical. It's not real me. It's just hormones raging. So I'm sorry. I'm totally getting off topic. Having a crazy day here. So let's get focus, Joe. So back to where I want to be in 10 years time. Not like this. I wouldn't mind living in this house still. I love living where I live. I want to get a job in the Niagara region. I currently work in Hamilton, which is an hour in the other direction, and Niagara's kind of a half an hour in the other direction. But I kind of wanted to move my life out here. I didn't want to stay in Hamilton. I was done with Hamilton, but unfortunately my family's still there. My job is still there, so I'm still kind of roped in. I'd like to be done with that city, and I'd like to have some new friends, a new job, new travels under my belt. I would like to be gray. I highly doubt that's going to happen. I really want to go gray. Can you see some in here? There's a little bit right there. Oh, I wish I could go gray. Breast reduction. Actually, when I close my eyes and think about my perfect body, I am a lot smaller, both in breasts and just in general. So Although I don't want to diet, I do want to lose weight in a natural and organic way. For multiple reasons. One is just I feel better in my body like that. I'm very sluggish, very, very sluggish since I've, I don't know, put on weight, gotten old, I don't know. Became a spinster, a cat owning spinster. I don't own him. Who's kidding who? He owns me. I'd like to get out of debt. I'd like to completely be out of debt. And would I like a boyfriend? If you'd asked me yesterday and today, I'm kind of on that kick, aren't I? I would like to have, I said, intimate friendships. And if that included a boyfriend, that would be okay too. Now, I don't ever see myself married or living with someone, really. I mean, living with someone possibly under weird circumstances, maybe if there was, like where I live now is a semi-detached house. Like I'm in the in-law suite and there's a house through that door. We actually have a door that we share the laundry room and everything. If I were to ever live with someone, it would have to be like that, where they live there and I live here and we have some common space, and that would be great. I would like someone to get me, understand me, love me unconditionally. And I do think that will happen in my later years. I really do, because I just know that part of part of why I'm in the situation I'm in, which is single and celibate, is that I am attracted to the wrong kind of guy. And until that changes, I won't pursue Mr. Wrong. I won't. Much like I want a cigarette very badly. I can tell you that 10 years after having quit, I still want one very badly. But I don't have one. I don't go and get one just because I want one, because it's not right. It's not the right course of action. It's backpedaling after, you know, however much. It was so much work to quit. I would never ever go back there. It was so much work to quit the losers that I was going out with that I would never go back to that. So yeah, I need to become a slightly different person to attract the kinds of people into my life that I want to attract into my life. So that's, I guess, where I'm headed, into my 50s. Well, into my 40s, which lead to my 50s. Okay, rambled on enough. Hope you guys have a great week. Bye-bye.